Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Katie and welcome to Katie in the Green. So I am on my way to check on my seedlings that I might have killed. So a couple of days ago, I decided that I was going to do something different. Usually I wait until it's way too late to plant out my brassicas. And this year, shoot, I just spilled all my tea. Anyway, this year I decided that I want to do things a little different and I'd like to plant them out a little earlier and see how they do. So some of them I planted two Michihili cabbage. I think that's how you pronounce it. I planted two of those out. The light is really like weird. I planted those out about 4 or 5 days ago, and I also planted out a couple of bok choys. I think I did two of those as well. And then 2 days ago, I came out here and I planted out a couple more because the weather was decent and I gave them protection. But the protection that I gave them kind of failed, and I'm not sure how they did overnight. So we will find out together. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. All right, so last night I ran out here because I realized that the temperature was dipping down to 19 degrees, and the cloches that I have, you can see it over there, they're like all over the garden. They just flew off because I didn't have enough stakes and it got really windy. So that was totally poor planning on my part. But I did have these, and these were just, I think I picked this up at Harbor Freight the other day because I was planning, or I'm still planning on doing a project that gives some protection from the cold. It didn't work out fast enough. I probably should have done that before I decided to plant things out. But anyway, I have enough. So if these fail, I'll be all right. So let's take this off. So I basically just threw the plastic on. Like I said, it was at night. So I just threw that on. And then the ones that were under the cloche, I just left the cloche on. I'm just gonna toss this way. So, oh yeah, those are definitely done. I think this, I'm gonna leave it because I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. That one looks really sad too, so does that. But the ones that are under the cloche, you guys, look, beautiful. I'm not even gonna lift the cloche up. I'm gonna leave it as is and see what happens. So those all got, I think it got down to about 20 something degrees before I realized that they weren't protected, and I ran out here. At that point, I guess it was too late. Let's see what's going on. So those are the bok choys, and these are the Michihili cabbages. So all I did was, these are already in the garden. I just kind of threw it on top. I did the same thing over here. I just tossed it right on top. Operation Save the Brassicas. Let's see. Oh, these look so sad. Let's see. All right, so I'm not sure about these. These look sad too, but there's still some green. So maybe, I don't know about that one over there. That looks like it might be done. That's not looking too hot. Nor does this. Or that one. This one, did I cover it before? This one wasn't covered. I think I tossed this on really quickly and then said screw it. But this one looks really sad too. So these are all the Michihili cabbages. I'm not sure if they're going to survive. But like I said, I have a bunch more, so I should be all right. And then this is a kale. And that looks all right. That got, I literally just grabbed a bunch of them because I figured if there's more, it would support it a little better. Let me move this over. I figured the weight of it might keep it down, so that's why I ended up putting those on, and they were doing great. I didn't harden them off, which is probably another boo-boo, but it was literally an experiment. I figured I'd come out here and I put them in. I'd see how they do. If they survive, they survive. If they don't, it's okay. I still have enough plants that I can put them out probably this week, but I'm gonna give these a few days and see how they do before I decide to get rid of them altogether. All right, so I will cover those in a minute, but let me just show you guys around and tell you what I'm planning on doing for the garden. So I'm planning on expanding the space. So last year, where this piece of wood is, that's an extension that was added last year. So the raspberry and blackberry beds and the fruit trees, they were not there the year before. The garden stopped at that line where the mulch meets the rocks. That's where the garden stopped, and I extended it because I wanted to add fruits. Now I've decided that I need way more gardening space. I don't have enough, especially at the beginning of the season, because I have tulips in these beds. This bed looks a little sparse. That one looks much better. So I have tulips there, here, and then there's a couple of red tulips in this bed. And then there's also some bunching onions in there as well. I cleaned up some of the leaves that were around the yard, so that's what you see in the beds. I just kind of tossed it on. And the plan is to remove the trees again. I have these 2 new cherry trees that I plan on adding to the garden. So in this spot here, I purchased 2 raspberry bushes. So I'm planning to put 2 more raspberry beds in this space here. So these will come out, and then if you can see back there, the birds are going wild out here. Holy. Anyway, so back there, outside of the fence, you can see there are a bunch of new raised beds that my husband built the other day for me, and that's where we're going to be extending the beds to. Let me walk out a little bit. That's where I used to have my kids swing. That's on the other side of the yard right now. So the plan is to come out this way, so probably to about here. So the garden should start where I'm standing right now. I don't know if you can get the full picture of that, and then it will extend to where those stumps are. It'll go beyond there. So in this area, I'll have raised beds, more raised beds coming this way. Then back here, where I have this piece of it's PVC, so I kind of want to stop here and then do fruit trees going around here and around the perimeter, and then have a little bit of a sitting area here. They sound crazy. I don't know if you can see them, but they're so loud. Anyway, so like I was saying, I would really like to have some kind of seating here. I'm thinking a cute little arbor with grapevines going over it. And then in this area, I'm hoping to be able to put a potting shed right here. Potting shed slash mini greenhouse type of situation. That's what I'm trying to do in this area. So it sounds really ambitious, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to all of it this year, but that is the plan, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to complete it successfully. But either way, once we start, we know we have to complete it. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll get, if not all done, most of it will get done. And I'm really looking forward to that because I just feel like I need a lot more space because like tulips. In this bed I have strawberries, so nothing can be planted in that bed. In this bed I actually have garlic going. These garlic I transplanted from that bed. That's the bed I grew garlic in last year, and I transplanted it to this bed, and I also planted some more garlic. So those I didn't actually, technically I didn't plant. Those were, I guess, left behind from last year. They came up at the end of the season and I just transplanted them probably about a month or so ago, maybe a little less than that. And then I think I put some spinach here. Yes, there's some spinach right at the end here, not much. And then over here I have some Swiss chard that I planted. I direct sowed some Swiss chard here. Actually, you can see little baby Swiss chards right there, right there. Where else? Get that one there, and there's some in there. So not a whole lot, but there are a few. And then this bed also has tulips. The taller planters have tulips in them. So that one and this one over here. I threw the kale in there, but I'm pretty sure, actually that doesn't even look like tulips. Those are daffodils. Oh yeah, so there might be one tulip that got left back from last season, and then some daffodils. I didn't plant those this season, so those have to be from last season as well. So yeah, so that's the plan for this season. I'm hoping that I'm able to complete everything that I'm planning to complete. I'm gonna go ahead and cover these back up because we're supposed to dip back down into, I think, the 20s again tonight, and I don't need them completely dying. So I'm gonna cover these back up, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.